Your mind is your superpower, and if it can conquer your mind, you can conquer your life. 2 years ago, I was so lost with my life. At that time, I didn't know what to do. At that time, I didn't know what action should I take to actually going out from being lost. And then I came across this one video that said, if you can conquer your mind, you can conquer your life, because everything in this world exists in your mind. How you perceive things, how you think about something, it's all based on your mind. When I realized that your mind is actually building your life, then I need to insert so much good things in my mind so that everything that I think will naturally spit out outside, because the world is literally based on what you think. You know, there's one word that hit me the most is that when this person said that, get addicted to become mentally strong. At that time, I just realized that I was lost, I was easily swayed by life. It's because my mental is not that strong yet. I always think negatively. I always fall into the trap of thinking bad. I always fall into the trap of becoming a victim of life. And that is when I realized that my mind is not that strong yet to actually go towards whatever life's going to throw me. You know, at that time, that was just strike me, and these some of the things that I want to share with you guys. What are mentally strong people do to actually go through with life? I wrote everything because everything just an eye-opener for me. I wrote everything that this person said. I researched everything because I want to know how to become a mentally strong people, because I know the mind is everything. Like, the mind is literally gonna bring you to anything and make it exist. Everything exists in the mind first before it exists in the reality. So when I realized this, when I realized that my mind was not that strong at that time, I just realized that I need to get my mind, my mental stronger. So these are the things that mentally strong people do. First thing first, mentally strong people don't fear alone time. You need to learn to be okay with being alone. You need to be okay with handle certain circumstances of life alone, because the reality is there are times you need to be alone. There are times you need to really depend on yourself and depend on God. There are times that you can't really depend on others, because at that time it's just between you and that problem, you and that circumstances. And that is the time where you're gonna build yourself so much, because you really depend on yourself, you really trust yourself. At the same time, you really trust God, because at that time you are with no one, literally. So you're with yourself, and that is when you develop a very strong, healthy relationship with God. At that time, you really develop a strong faith and belief in yourself, belief in God, because literally you're alone at that time. So what I learned is that mentally strong people, they don't fear of being alone. They know that they can handle every circumstances that life throws them. But this needs some effort, this needs some practice, and you have to learn to be okay with being alone. This is when you build trust with yourself. This is when you build belief within you, because at that time you just have yourself to actually overcome any life circumstances. Mentally strong people don't dwell on the past. Past is past. Past is just for you to learn. It doesn't matter whether your past is good or bad. You don't dwell on the past. You have to learn to live in the present, because right now the only thing that exists is literally right now, the present moment. What mentally strong people do is that when they know the past is just for you to learn, you don't dwell, you don't sit too long on the past. You start to actually prioritize and take your focus back on your current reality, on what you have in front of your mind, and start to think about the future, what future is going to look like, what you're going to do with your future. And you stop focusing on the past, because you can't even change anything about the past. So what you can do is actually live in the present, learn what you have learned from the past, but focus your mind on what could get better. Take your mind on what you have right now and think about what the future is going to be so much beautiful after this. That is what mentally strong people do. They don't blame themselves. They don't blame if, let's say, before this they have done something bad. No. The energy of blaming yourself is putting yourself in a low vibrational state. If you learn about the state of consciousness, feeling unworthy, when you keep on blaming yourself, these two feelings will just put you into a low vibrational state. And we don't want to be in a low frequency state. We don't want to be in a low vibrational state, because it's hard for you to go towards whatever you want to go. It's hard for you to actually, if you learn about manifestation, it's hard for you to manifest things because you are keep on being in those low vibrational state. if let's say you are struggling in handling your past, what you can do is actually learn to forgive yourself. Learn to forgive yourself that you did wrong before. Learn to accept yourself that you did wrong before, but you can move on. You can always move on for good. I always tell anyone, whatever you are on the past, if you think that you're bad, if you think that you are unworthy of something, you're still living, okay? The fact that you're still living, you have time. You have lots of time in front of there. Why are you putting your focus on the past when literally there are so much possibility, so much beautiful things you can do ahead? So stop focusing on the wrong things. Stop focusing on the bad things about you when there are so many amazing things about you. Stop blaming yourself. Stop complaining, because the energy of blaming, complaining, feeling unworthy, all of these three energies are just putting you into a low vibrational state, and you don't want to be in a low vibrational state for a long time, for a long period, because it doesn't bring any good to you. You want to always strive or shift your frequency, shift your vibrational state into a higher vibrational state. What is higher vibrational state? Higher vibrational state such as peace. You want to feel peace. You want to feel love towards life, love towards people, love towards yourself. You want to feel happy. You want to feel blissful. You want to feel alive. You want to feel passionate. All of these energies are the energies that you want to feel in this life consistently. You don't want to be in those energy of blaming, feeling unworthy, feeling lack, feeling not enough. All of this will definitely bring no good to you. So when you know you don't want to be in this low vibrational state, you have to know that you have power to shift your feelings. You have the power to shift your thinking. You have the power to shift those vibrational state that you are in towards a higher level of vibrational states such as love, abundance, peace, passionate. All of these, you want to achieve this, you have the power to change that. And mentally strong people know that they have the power to change. Mentally strong people know that they have the power, they are in charge to actually shift their vibrational state, to actually shift from being sad to being happy, to actually shift from feeling unworthy to feeling that you are enough and you can do so much more things in life. From actually complaining, you can stop complaining and start to actually seeing the beautiful things about you. Start to see all the blessings that you have and use the blessings that you have right now to actually create the life that you want, to actually go towards the future. And that is what mentally strong people do. What I write here, mentally strong people don't feel the world owes you. You got to do what you got to do, honey. The world doesn't owe you anything, and you don't owe people anything. You got to live life for you, and you don't owe people anything. If you want to do good, you do good because you want to, but you don't owe people anything. You don't owe anything to the world. Having this kind of mindset just gonna keep you feeling free, that you don't owe people anything, that you don't have to please other people out there, that you don't have to follow what the society wants you to do, that you don't have to follow what other people want you to do, because you got to choose what you want to do in this life. Other people's perception about you, other people's perspective about you do not matter at all if you know what you're doing, if you know you are doing the right thing. This is what mentally strong people do. They know that they live their own life for themselves. They know that whatever decision they made is for them, is for you. They know that what they're doing is actually something that fulfilling themselves inside, something that gonna gives them fulfillment, long-term fulfillment in this life. You don't owe people anything. It is actually your decision, it is actually your choice to live the life that you want to live. Next, don't expect immediate result. Mentally strong people don't believe in instant gratification, because in this life, the more you put in the hard work, the more you put in the work, the more light you're gonna get. Mentally strong people don't want immediate results. They know that long-term success is actually taking time to actually building whatever they want to build. It's not something that gonna get immediately. They know that everything has its own process. If you want to build something, there's process to it. There's no such thing when you do it, you're gonna get something tomorrow. No. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a long-term work. It takes a diligent action every single day. It takes discipline. It takes time to actually build yourself. It takes time to actually build your character. It takes time to build skills within you. It takes time to go towards whatever you want to do. If let's say you see other people that always get whatever they want, trust me, they also have the process, which we never know. Probably at home, they are keep on doing whatever they need to do. For example, they're disciplined at certain things, and then the only thing you see is just result of what they show. The only thing you see is just the end of the byproduct or the highlight of their life. But literally, they're also human being. They're also human being that put on a lot of work, a lot of hard work to achieve whatever they want to achieve right now in their life. I think we easily fall into the trap of comparing with other people, especially when we compare our life with someone who has already achieved a level of success, who has already achieved something that you really want in life. Don't fall into that trap, because whatever you see outside is just the highlight of their life. Because one thing I know about human being, one thing I know about life is all about ups and downs. You never know what is the past, what is his or her past in achieving that success. You never know what this person has gone through so much to actually achieve that level of success. So don't compare your life with someone else's highlight. Instead, what you can do is focus on yourself, focus on your own journey. Like, your journey is also unique. You have to know that your life is also having those ups and downs, and you have to trust your journey. You have to trust when you're downwards or when you're upwards. All those upwards and downwards are actually your journey, and you have to honor that. And don't compare your journey with other people who has achieved a level of success, because they also have their own freaking journey. What I always remind myself, if let's say I see someone that has achieved a level of success, I'm happy for them, definitely, because I also want something that they want, and that is not wrong. If you want something that they have, that is not wrong. What is wrong is when you compare what you have with other people's success, because you can get it as well. It's just that you need to put in more work. You need to be more disciplined. You need to do what that person do to actually get the success that they have. Don't compare your first chapter of book, your first chapter of journey with someone's 100th chapter of journey. They have gone through so much as well. So you have to focus on your path. You have to focus on your journey. We're all human. We're all the same. The more you put in the work, the more light you're gonna get, the higher probability of success you're gonna get, because you keep on putting the work. It's all about hard work and talent that you have. So keep on putting the work and believe in your own timeline. Mentally strong people don't fear taking calculated risk. In this life, if you want to really win, if you want to do something big, if you want to do something extraordinary, you have to take risks. You can't play small when you want something big. You have to keep on pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. You need to keep on putting yourself in discomfort place, because discomfort gonna make you always striving for best. One of the dangerous drug in this world is feeling comfortable with what you have. Well, it's actually fine to be grateful and comfortable with what you have right now and where you are right now. But the dangerous part is when you don't want to grow anymore. That is the most dangerous part, because life is all about change, and human being needs to grow. If you don't grow, life will demand you to grow. You need to grow. You need to always push yourself out of your comfort zone. Even though every single day you need to analyze about your life. Am I actually moving forward towards where I want to go? And that is what mentally strong people do. They constantly trying to find ways to improve. They constantly finding ways to improve into a better version of you, because you know what? There's always room for improvement. When you know you're enough, definitely you are enough right now, but when you know you don't have anything to improve for, that is a dangerous part, because there's always room for improvement. You yourself as a human being, you yourself as a person, like you yourself, there's always room to improve. Don't always think that you're perfect, that you don't want to change, that you don't want to improve yourself. That is very dangerous. You have to keep on finding ways to improve yourself. You have to keep on finding ways to top up your skills. You have to keep on finding ways to actually grow your knowledge. You have to keep on finding ways to build character, to learn about other people, to learn about the world, to learn about so much more things in this life. One beautiful thing about this life is that knowledge is unlimited, like limitless in this world. Like, the more you learn, the more you're gonna realize that you don't know a lot of things, and that is when you need to keep on pursuing knowledge. You have to keep on pursuing truth. You have to keep on learning, because you don't want to stay stagnant for a long time. That is dangerous, and you don't want to feel comfortable for a long time. Always finding ways to improve. always finding ways to go towards the best version of you. Mentally strong people don't give up after the first failure. You know, one thing I realize is that failure is inevitable. You're gonna fail at some point in your life. You're gonna fail. But the good news is failure and success, both of these are something part of human experience. You're gonna fail, you're gonna succeed. You have to believe that fail and succeed, it's just gonna come to you. And when you know that failure and success is just part of life, that is when you detach. Like when you fail, you don't dwell too much on that failure because it's just part of life. I never view failure as a failure. One beautiful thing about failure is when you change failure to something that you can learn. I don't think failure is a failure when you can actually learn from that failure. It's either I'm winning or I'm learning. So if let's say you feel like you are feeling like a failure, you are actually learning. Turn that. You have to train your mind to turn that. Those failures, those things that you do and you think it's a failure, it's just a lesson learned. You learn so much more things just from that failure. You learn so much more things. And in fact, you learn so much more things from failure rather than successes, you know? That is something that I learned. Absorb all the things that you can learn right now from those failures. But don't think that you are a failure because it's just a lesson learned for you. Getting rejected, it's fine. Do it some more. People don't like you, it's fine. Do it again. Keep on doing it. People don't like you, it's fine. Because in the reality, not everyone gonna like you. Failing after doing some sort of content, failing after doing some sort of job, it's fine. You can change and you can learn. Mentally strong people don't shy away from responsibilities. Honey, responsibility is gonna build you. Responsibility is gonna build your character. When you have responsibilities on your shoulder, when you know you have responsibilities, you do the work. You're willing to do the work. You're willing to put in the hard work regardless of what other people think about you, regardless of the situation, regardless of what's going out there, because you don't fear responsibilities. You know that you're in charge and you believe that you can handle the responsibilities, and that takes a lot of character. One of the examples is that you are responsible of your own life. You are responsible of your own self. So when you take responsibility of taking care of yourself, that shows how strong you are mentally, because you know you need to take care of yourself, because you know you are matter in this world and you have to take care of yourself, so that when you are well taken care of by yourself, you can actually help more other people out there. And mentally strong people don't scared of that. They don't scared of responsibilities because they know they are matter in this world and they strive to serve more people out there. That is what mentally strong people do. They don't just live life for themselves, but they live life to help more other people out there, to give whatever they can give to other people out there. Mentally strong people don't try to please other people out there. They don't even worry about pleasing other people because they know they live life for themselves. Like I said just now, you don't owe people anything. You got to do your own thing and you got to do your own life. It's your choice. It doesn't matter whether your choice bother anyone outside. If your choice bother anyone outside, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do to that person. So they don't even bother to please other people. They just do themselves. They just know what they're doing. They know what they are going and they go after towards it without even thinking about pleasing other people. The only thing mentally strong people strive to please is themselves. If they feel they are okay with it, if they feel like they feel fulfilled doing it, they're gonna do it. They're not gonna wait people outside to tell them what to do. They're just gonna do it by themselves. They know that other people's opinion about themselves do not matter, but at the same time, they are brave enough to take constructive criticism from other people outside. This is what mentally strong people do. They know what they're doing and they're open to any criticism, but they know which one to choose to actually use that criticism to improve their life, to improve themselves. They are confident, but at the same time, they are humble and open to any feedback, to any criticism that they can take to actually learn from it. And this takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of forgiveness, and takes a lot of humble humility in yourself to actually have this kind of mindset. But that is what mentally strong people do. Honey, mentally strong people don't resent on other people's success, because they view success, when they see other people's success, they view that, oh, I can get it as well. They view it as in, if they can have it, I can have it as well. They view as in that success is valid and that success exists in this world. Every time mentally strong people see someone else's successes, they always believe they can have it as well, because they know that success exists. They know whatever they want exists, and it's just a proof that exists in their eyes. They don't spend so much time on feeling jealous towards other people's success. They don't spend too much time on dwelling on comparing themselves, but instead they take it as inspiration. They know that if other people can get it, they can get it as well. They trust in their process to go towards whatever they want to go, because they believe that the world is abundant. Like God is literally the richest. If God can give a person a success that they want, why can't they have it as well? It's just that they have to believe in the process. They have to believe in the timeline, because everything has its own process. Everything has its own timeline. And they believe in that, but they don't feel jealous. Instead, they take it as inspiration that fuel them more again inside. So they're just gonna feel that burning desire even more. They just take that as an inspiration, and they become so much passionate to go towards whatever they want to go as well. I got this one question on Instagram that this person is dealing with jealousy about other people's success, and what I can share is that change that jealousy to as an inspiration. You're gonna learn so much towards other people's success. Study about them, study about what they do, study about their habits, study about their mindset, study about their daily life activity, like what they do to actually achieve that level of success. Learn about it instead of spending your energy towards jealousy, towards comparing yourself with their success. Why not use that energy to actually learn from them? Learn whatever they know so that you can achieve that level of success from them as well. It's all about in the mind. If you keep on thinking about jealousy and hatred, you're gonna get that. But if you think that as in an inspiration, like that person just inspires you and you feel resonate, which means you can have it as well, because you feel resonate towards that success, which means your heart really wants that. And that is something that you know about yourself, because when you see the success and then you feel like you want it too, see, you got something that you know what you want to do in this life. So go pursue it. Go pursue it rather than comparing yourself with that person. So here are the 9 things that mentally strong people do that I learned, and I personally still learning and towards becoming this mentally strong person, because I want to be a mentally strong individual. I want to make my mind so strong that I can prepare myself to go towards whatever life's going to throw me, because I believe life is all about ups and downs. There are times where life's going to throw you a lot of things, but if you are mentally prepared, if you build your mind so strong, you can handle anything in this life. You can literally go wherever you want to go, because you have yourself at a time and you believe whatever happens exists from your mind. If you think that circumstances come to you for a good thing, then you know that you can handle that circumstances and you're gonna become so much stronger than before. And all of this takes a lot of mindset shifts. All of this takes a lot of positive thinking. All of this takes a lot of effort to actually bring your mind to see possibilities, to see beautiful things that can happen later on just from that setbacks, just from that difficulties. And all of this takes a lot of focus to actually direct back your focus to good things, because our mind usually tend to go towards the negative things. Our mind is always rewired towards thinking negatively. So you have to take a lot of effort to actually think goodly about everything. Like whatever situation comes to you, whether it's good or bad, always try your best to rewire your brain to actually think good about something, to actually think positive about something. Because I believe everything happens in this life, there's positive and negative, but you get to choose to see the good aspects about something rather than the bad aspects. And this takes a lot of effort to actually see the good things of a situation, see the good things towards anyone and everyone. I'm still learning to become a mentally strong people, and I'm encourage you guys to actually strive to become a mentally strong person as well, because I want to see you win in this life too. I want to see you flourish. I want to see you becoming so much stronger, so much wiser than you ever before. I want you to become the best version of you. Do whatever you can do right now. If let's say there's 9 things that I mentioned just now, try to hit all of this one by one. You don't have to hit everything at once. Try to hit it one by one. Try to emulate this mentally strong people behavior so that you can slowly become that mentally strong people too. Honey, remember, when you have your mind, you can literally direct anything in your life because you are so strong here. It doesn't matter about circumstances happen outside. It's all in the mind. You can handle anything. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to share with you lots of things that I've learned, especially during my lost period, especially during my rock bottom periods, because I learned so much things at that time that I just want to share everything with everyone outside. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back in New Zealand, the place where I always shooting video. This is the place. It seems like hutan, but it's not hutan. And right now, there's two beautiful birds in front of me. I have no idea whether you guys could see it or not, but it's like burung merpati and there's two beautiful birds there. Can you see that? Cantiknya. Like they got red color, yellow color, blue color, black color, everything. And it's so beautiful and my camera can't zoom anymore. But it's so beautiful. In real life, I could see it. You guys have really no idea how I love being here, how I love this park. This is the first place where I started a few videos on YouTube. Literally at here, around here. And I'm here. I love it so much. Let's do video. Oh my god, my kaki is kebas right now. I can't even move my leg. Oh my god, I don't like this. I want to continue content. I want to continue talking, but my leg is kebas.